Welcome back to the garage, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday night and the pit lane is buzzing. Now, normally you'd have John and Christian driving this beast, but tonight, both of them are backstage wrestling with cameras like they're in a WWE cage match. So guess who's still running the garage? That's right, me. And tonight, oh baby, we're talking CPI numbers, rate cuts, ETF inflows. So big they could choke a freight truck, a supply squeeze in Bitcoin you need to see, Lulu's no BS chart read, the trenches where the whales are moving their chips, and the graveyard shift. Christian's zombie token picks that are scaring the competition. So buckle in, smash that like, hit that follow, and let's take this ride. This morning, CPI came in like a sleeper build at the drag strip. Headline inflation plus 0.2%. month on month, holding at 2.7% year on year, nice and smooth. But core CPI plus 0.3 on the month, 3.1 on the year, the hottest in 6 months. That's your warning light blinking. It looks good on the dash, but you know something under the hood's still running hot. The market didn't care. It slammed the pedal. The Dow jumped back over 44,000. The S&P and NASDAQ set new lap records. NVIDIA and Palantir dropped the hammer. And the pits? September rate cut odds shot to a 50-50 for 50 basis points, and the brave or dumb are whispering 75. Bitcoin has been lurking just under 119,800 like a turbo car on a two-step, just waiting to launch. ETF inflows? BlackRock's IBIT pulled in 139 million yesterday after a 500 million monster last week. ETFs now hold 740,000 Bitcoin, with Fidelity parked on 180,000. Exchange reserves, 14.5%, the lowest since 2018. OTC desks, Falcon X down 8%, Cumberland off 12, Wintermute off 25. This is level 2 critical compression, supplies drying up. Miners are dumping more than they have in months and still can't fill the order book. Ethereum's up over 20% this week into the mid 4,500s, pure spot buying. Solana's up 16%. Stablecoin supply just under 400 billion. That's a nitrous kit bolted on and ready to spray. New PL, net unrealized profit loss, sitting at 56.69%. That's the belief phase. Holders are confident, but not in champagne and Lambo mode yet. That means we've still got RPMs to burn before we hit redline. Global liquidity, full green. Money supply, up 4.52% year over year. Yield curve flipped back to positive and steepening. Central banks, still easy. Even with the Fed trying to trim the fat, there's plenty of gas in the tank. Now, the trenches. Whales are sliding profits out of BTC and ETH into mid caps with clean volume. Solana infra plays holding their lane, base L2 rollups that haven't puked post-launch, and one sneaky AI plus DeFi hybrid token that's been quietly collecting top holder buys 3 days straight. These are the sleeper builds, the cars you laugh at in the staging lane until they gap you at the lights. Then there's Lulu's take on today's wild ride. Bitcoin holding support at 119,450. Lose that and we're sliding to 119,200, then 118,700. Resistance 119,900 to 120,000. ETH needs to defend 4,575 or it cools to 4,545. Solana's floor is 198, ceiling 200.50. ADA, for the diehards, has a floor at 84.7 cents, ceiling at 86.6 to 87 cents, then 88.7 if the grip holds. Finally, the graveyard shift. These are Christian's zombie tokens, the undead survivors that just won't die. Bonk on Solana, whales up 300% holdings last month. Flocky on ETH and BSC. Billion plus tokens scooped, reserves dropping. Dogwifat, still the Solana cult car, whales adding quietly. Pengu, Pudgy Penguin's token, up 9 times from its all-time low. And under the radar, Myro, Dagon, JTO. Liquid, active, and just waiting for the right story to bolt a turbo on. And let me tell you, that kid Christian has been hot. If it's not in the Pokémon trenches, it's in the underground Solana and base picks he's been dropping. The man's been spotting winners like he's got X-ray vision for charts. If you're not watching his graveyard board, you're missing some of the meanest comeback stories in the game. So keep it in the lane, keep it in the power band, smash that like, hit that follow, and remember, Here in the garage, we run it hot, we run it loud, and we feed you alpha that melts rubber and garage